Hey guys, before we get to the actual review, I just wanted to let you know that there's a little bit of an audio problem with this one. The first 2 minutes of the review have a really annoying, clicking sound in the background, like my mic was clicking for some reason. This happens with live streams all the time, but this is the first time it's ever happened with a video. It's only the first 2 minutes, and then after that, it's fine for the rest of the video, so if you just want to skip that, or if you just want to suffer through the clicking, it is rather annoying. But yeah, sorry, I tried to minimize it as much as possible, but it's still really bad. I don't know, but yeah, sorry about that in advance, just thought I'd warn you. Here you go. Alright, let me just throw out an idea, Toei Animation, if you guys want to make some extra money. I know this is a project that I would be interested in. Spin-off anime featuring Hit as the main character, where we learn about his past and how he grew up and how he mastered the time skip technique and his, fucking martial art and, chi attack shit and, just going around Universe 6, taking offers and committing assassinations. I would watch that shit. I don't know about you, but I'm really digging Hit. I really am. So this is Dragon Ball Super episode 104, and it's a very quick episode, very quick. Before I even knew it, we were halfway through, and then the rest of the episode followed suit, very quick indeed. The entire episode is a fight between Hit and Dispo, mostly. Dispo being the member of the Pride Troopers that looks remarkably like Beerus, and they kind of reference that, sort of in this episode, that Dispo looks pretty much exactly like Beerus, except Beerus is clearly indicative of a cat, and then you have Dispo, who is of a rabbit, but the similar design, pointy ears, except that Dispo's are pointed downwards, whereas Beerus is always stand up, and it's obvious Beerus is supposed to look like Anubis, the Egyptian lord of the dead, and then, of course, we have the tooth, from Dispo, so he's very clearly a rabbit, but I figured somebody would bring it up, and they do. It's Champa that actually brings it up, but in terms of, Team Universe 7, we see the Supreme Kai and Whis and Beerus there, and what would be funny? I would just find it hilarious if Beerus just doesn't notice a similarity between them. Just I don't see the connection. I don't know what you're saying. He looks like me. What the fuck are you talking about, Champa? He's completely different. He's a rabbit. I'm a cat. Duh. But anyway, yeah. Dispo's thing, according to Topo, and just bear with me on this, this is Dragon Ball we're talking about here. Dispo's thing is speed. Not just speed, he's trained so much with various opponents that he's actually transcended the speed of sound. Okay, that's fair. I mean, speed of sound, alright, that's pretty impressive for a living creature to break that barrier, but Dragon Ball characters have broken that a while ago. I don't know why you're making that such... Also, the speed of light. Son of a bitch! Why do they always have to include the speed of light? I love how they just throw that in there. Topo just comes out and said, he's surpassed the speed of sound and light. I'm like... That's a pretty fucking big gap, Topo, okay? It's kind of absurdly of a big gap, you just don't, level 5, I've transcended the speed of sound, level 6, transcended the speed of light, okay? Holy shit! And you know what, it's whatever, okay, fine, it's just, yeah, so basically the way that Dispo explains the power, though, is that right at an instant, before Hit goes and uses his time skip, there's a brief pause where Hit has to, tense up his body to go into time skip. And during that brief instant, Dispo can multiply his own speed thousands of times over. Dispo himself doesn't actually, say he can travel as fast as light, which makes me think Topo was just being a little bit dramatic there. He is a Pride Trooper, a warrior of justice, so you gotta be a little bit over the top sometimes, but yeah, anyways, so Dispo, though, to use a parlance, he's pretty fucking fast. Let's just throw that out there. He can accelerate on a fucking dime. He can go from 0 to 60,000 or whatever you want to call it. And we get some pretty cool scenes where Hit and Dispo are about to clash, and their bodies are like Dispo's body begins to noticeably warp as he's like, you know, breaking the fucking sound barrier and going to parts unknown, and then just slamming Hit in the fucking face, knocking him into mountains just casually. But the thing you gotta love about Hit, though, is he's not a one-trick pony. He's not like, I will use my time skip to defeat any opponent. Oh shit, he's seen through my time skip. Oh shit. Can you just give me a second here? I need to figure out another way to fight you. He's really intelligent. You know, he's an assassin. You know, his whole thing is trying to, you know, he's killing people. That's his business. So he's really good at, you know, thinking on the fly. And, you know, I'm sure there's been some assassins before where, you know, I mean, some assassinations he's attempted before where things didn't go 100% perfect, and he's had to think on his feet a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and he's got other techniques. You know, beyond just time skip, he's also got his, you know, you get up close to him, he just fucking just speed blitzes you with that freaking martial art that like fucks up your whole like chi crap that you can't use your ki too well after that. You can't really move your body too well. He's got the shockwave move that he used against Goku when Goku hired him to kill him. You know, so he's got a bag of tricks, but he's smart enough to kind of lead Dispo into thinking that he's got the one up on him. Because whenever you fight somebody that has the ability to like pause time for a moment, you're gonna think like that's the only thing you gotta worry about, you know? And I think Dispo was going into this fight believing that, like, all I gotta do is match his time skip and he's gonna go down like a pack of fucking dead birds. It's late. I'm not good for analogies at this point. The point is, though, Dispo thought, oh yeah, I could finish this off easy as long as I match his time skip. And Hit allowed him to think that. The first time it was a genuine surprise when he gets punched in the face and gets knocked into a wall. And the second time he tries to move, standing still, and he realizes pretty early on it's his muscle contractions and the fact that Dispo he's a bunny. He's got the ears. He's got giant ears. So he can determine, like, oh, okay, all right, he's hearing the frequency of my muscle contractions in that brief instant, and that's how he's countering my time skip. But he still keeps attempting to use it, and still keeps getting beat down by Dispo, only to lead Dispo into a false sense of security, get him near the edge, and that is right when Dispo's about to lay a hit. Hit sort of like fades in and out of reality. I don't read a lot of DC comic books, but I believe the Flash has like a similar ability where he's able to like vibrate his molecules so goddamn fast. It's like he becomes like, you know, intangible or like you can actually pass through him. Hit's kind of using a variation with that in the time skip where he's kind of like phasing in and out between like dimensions for just a brief moment, probably even just like a fraction of a second. But Dispo is attacking him, you know, at such great breakneck speeds that a fraction of a second is all you need. So right at the moment when he's about to hit him and knock him off, Hit phases out of reality for just a brief moment. Dispo goes right through him and is about to fall off, and this is where I call bullshit, okay? We've seen multiple times that when you fall off that thing, you know, they give you a little bit of leeway with it, like when 18 fell out, Krillin was like, you know, jump, grab, toss her back. But let's say here's the fighting stage. Here's the edge of the fighting arena, okay? Let's say whenever 18 got knocked off, she got knocked off to like here. And then Krillin jumped in and knocked her back over. Dispo falls like to here. Before this other member of the Pride Troopers, the last member that we didn't give a shit about, but his name's Kushi, shows up and uses his, you know, key string power to pull him back up. He's like a decent distance down. I'm like, alright, I'm sure there's like a perimeter when they get phased out and they get teleported to the sidelines, but come on now, that was pushing it. Dramatic timing a little bit too insane there, but alright, whatever. We have to show off the last member of the Pride Troopers, which honestly just could have gotten removed, like, with the General and with everybody else when 18 and 17 were fighting them, you know, and then Kale and Caulifla showed up. We could have had him get eliminated there, but I guess they had to include the last guy in case they needed somebody. Oh, we need a last-minute guy that has a power that could save. All right, let's just throw this guy in there, and he can turn his ki into strings, and he can pull Dispo back up, and he's like, we're gonna fight together from now on, you know, we fight together. And so they team up, and then they kind of double team Hit, and it's looking like it's not too good. But then all of a sudden, Goku shows up, rocking the original Super Saiyan God form, which, I mean, come on now. I've always been a huge fan of the original Super Saiyan God. I'm really pissed off that this is actually a really shitty animated moment that I'm showing you that I screen capped here. Look at his eye. It's like, but yeah, and he actually, if you read the Dragon Ball Super manga, which I highly recommend because it's not the same thing as the anime, it kind of like deviates and follows it's like the same basic story, but it's like they change things, and a lot of times in the manga it actually makes more sense than what actually happened in the anime. So I would definitely recommend the Dragon Ball Super manga, or Dragon Ball Cho if you haven't read it. But there's a scene whenever Vegeta and Goku are fighting Zamasu in the future. Vegeta figures out a way to fight him. I think in the anime it's just like he just goes rage. He just goes rage mode. You know, he's just like, I'm so pissed at you, Zamasu. In the manga, Vegeta figures out a way to go into Super Saiyan God, original Super Saiyan God, and then right at the moment when he lands his hits against Zamasu, he goes blue. So it's like, you know, normal God, you know, dodging attacks, whatever, and then blue, bam, and then back to God. Yeah, so that's the situation there, right? And I'm super glad we get to see it, and Goku is using the same technique now against, he fights against Dispo very briefly, and then they switch out, and then, you know, Hit eventually takes out Dispo, and Goku takes out the Kushi guy. The Kushi guy is also weird. He's got an ability where he can, like, scatter his strings all around the battlefield, and they're like mines, they're like bombs, and he acts like this makes him indestructible or some shit. Like, he throws his strings all over the ground, and he's like, come on and attack me. Even if you could stop time, you have to step on these things. I'm like, dude, fucking ki blasts are a thing. Hit can be like, alright, time skip. Oh, you can't hurt. And he even debunks this whenever Hit uses his shockwave punch thing, because he's acting all invincible, like, you can't get close to me because I'm surrounded with a minefield, and Hit's like, all right, boom, and then shockwave punches him and it hits him. I'm like, come on, dude, come on, you're a fucking idiot if you thought that was actually going to be your ironclad defense here. But yeah, anyway, Goku, they end up switching. Goku ends up taking out the Kunshin guy, ends up knocking him off the side, and then Hit takes on Dispo, and Hit manages, you know, using his intelligence, using, you know, this kind of quick thinking and shit, lulls Dispo into thinking he's going to use time skip, what he doesn't, and then he just punches him in the stomach, and then, you know, uses his martial art to just wreck his shit up to the point where he can't even barely move. Dispo does not get eliminated, though, although you get some awesome moments from Hit here, because Hit, you know, is in the middle of just beating the crap out of Dispo, and he's like, go throw yourself off the fucking arena. Pfft, I'm not gonna, or if you're gonna sit there and lay around, he just picks him up by the fucking ears, it's just these rabbit ears, he's like, I'll toss you off for you, chucks him. And he doesn't get knocked off, though. He does regroup with Toppo and Jiren by the end of the episode. And by the end of the episode, Toppo is pissed. It's kind of like that scene in, remember in Bleach, whenever Renji was fighting Maste Masculine, and there was that moment where Maste Masculine, you know, he was always about, like, it's like, I will defeat, you know, you are the villain, and I am the hero, and I will defeat you in the name of justice. And then Renji just straight up breaks his fucking arm. And then after that moment, and then he chucks him into a wall, and Maste Masculine's, oh, fuck, for the sake of justice now, I'm beating your ass for doing that. Kind of the same vibes from Toppo. Toppo's like, you know, he's like, oh, we're not doing this for, screwed, there's no good, there is no evil, there's only survival now, and then just starts cracking his fucking knuckles. Jiren's off to the side, just looking like Jiren, like, yes, indeed. You get some other moments with the other guys. You get moments with Caulifla and Kale. They're about to join in, but that doesn't really go anywhere. Other than that, we really don't get anything else from this episode. I mean, as if we need anything else, really. I mean, we got a Hit and Goku team up. I mean, I thought it was going to be a little bit more to it. The last episode really built up a lot of hype for that. It delivered, but I was expecting a little more, I guess I should say. Maybe Hit and Goku taking on more opponents. Maybe it's just the fact that, the Kunshin guy, he was just introduced and no one gives a shit about him. And Dispo... yeah, sure, Dispo was introduced, but it's like we didn't really know much about him, and then all of a sudden Topo just throws out, oh yeah, he can move at the speed of light, he's one of our strongest fighters, and all this shit, when I was expecting way more from the General than I was from Dispo, unless they were going to reveal some big thing about Dispo's character, like he was like an offshoot of Beerus's race or something, if it was going to be something like that, I was been like, alright, cool. But it really just kind of boiled down to Goku and Hit team up to take on two fodder characters, kind of. Did you get that impression a little bit? Like, they struggled a little bit, but you knew they were going to come back and just beat their asses, and they did. But it was still badass to see, and the episode ends with Goku saying, oh, what happens now? It's just the two of us here. Gonna have a night on the town Hit. Goku has a very sustained... Team 4-Star already made a joke about this, but it's like that mutually sustained rival boner that Goku had for Vegeta back at the beginning of Z, and it just kind of wore off over time. It's rekindled with Hit now. Every time he sees Hit, he's just like, are we gonna do this? Come on! And Hit's just like... maybe later if you're alive, and then you walk away or whatever, that's fine. But next episode seems cool. Next episode seems like a completely Master Roshi-centric fight, where Master Roshi's going to fight against the members of Team Universe 4, some of which include very sexy alien girls, so we'll see where that's going. Master Roshi is really going to have to struggle with his inner demons there. And we see him breaking out the container. We see him breaking out of like a little, like a little like sake, container or something, little jar thing he puts on the ground, and, and Goku's narrating over it like, oh, don't use that technique, please don't die, Master Roshi, and the name of the episode is like Master Roshi's Sacrifice, so is Master Roshi gonna die at the end of the next episode of Super? Probably not, mostly because he shows up at the end of Dragon Ball Z, perfectly alive and well, but hey, maybe he might die, and they'll have to wish him back with the Dragon Balls. Who would have seen that one coming? Not me, that's for sure. But it's kind of interesting, because there's like one scene where we see like an alien girl like taking off her top, and Master Roshi's like, maybe she came to, because usually how the shtick goes is, Master Roshi fights against a female character, and the female character learns that he's a pervert, and she's like, oh no! But in this case, it might actually go like, oh, he's a pervert. Oh shit, okay, yeah, here, and then, and then knocks him off the fucking side. The Team Universe 4 isn't much for scruples, and it's like, Topo said it best, it's now a fight for survival and nothing else. But yeah, other than that, I'd say pretty solid episode, way better than last week. Last week I wasn't feeling it. I didn't even do the review for last week. I don't know what it was. Gohan and Piccolo, that was cool, Universe 10, but I don't know, I mean, the only thing you give a shit, even a modicum of a shit about from Universe 10 is Goas. But Goas even, he wasn't that interesting of a character. It's just that we, out of all the universes, we know Goas a little bit better because he had an arc kind of, heavily featuring him. But I will say one thing about the last episode, probably the only thing of merit that I was going to mention, is that you have the moment where Universe 10 is being erased, and Goas is sitting there just kind of like, and he just kind of accepts it. Whereas Ro and everybody from Universe 9 were flipping their shit, like, Zeno-sama, no! But Goas is just like, And I have to feel like there's a moment, and like the last thought in Goas's mind before he was erased was, I deserve this. This is my atonement from the shit that happened with Zama. At least I won't have the chance to ever fuck up again. Maybe it was a little bit like relaxing to him. Like, you raise a person like Zamos up as a Supreme Kai, and then after the whole shit with Zamos happened, you're sitting there at night like, oh god damn it, I have to pick another successor. Holy shit. I don't know if I could do this again. I don't know if I could make the right choice. But now at that last moment, he's like, I'm being erased. I'll never be able to make the wrong choice again. And this is my atonement. I know. Dark as shit, right? But hey, that makes sense to me depending on the considering the character. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the entire episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments below what you think about all that shit. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that obvious stuff that really helps me out. I know, I'm awesome, but you guys are the ones that make me awesome, okay? I have no right to wear this t-shirt without you, all right? Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. Signing out. I'm gonna go watch me some JoJo's.